Well, hello guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Larry, and hope we can shed some insight onto these little chainsaws here we're about to do a review on. Both of these are Chinese chainsaws. I purchased this one here approximately 2.5 years ago online, and this is an extreme power 62, let's look here, 62100 XP. Now, I have cut a lot of the logs that you saw in the previous part of this video with this old saw. I'd like to have a Stihl 461 or something like that, but it's just a little bit out of my budget at this time, so we have to work with what we got right here, and it's done a pretty good job so far for the cost of it. And I'll go over that later on in the video, and I'll also put you some links down below where I purchased this from for the price at the time that I purchased it for. Now then, you go over here a little further, you got this one here now. This is a Expo Cs 6200. Now, both of these saws are under $100, or close to 100. I think this one was 98, and this one here was 105 back when I purchased it 2.5 years ago. The Expo actually has a 20-inch bar on it now. That's what it came with. It came with the chain and the bar. Everything you see here, and some tools and adjusting tools, extra spark plug, a file to sharpen stuff with. So you get a little extra stuff on this one here, but I got the same thing with this one. Now, the extreme power actually it came with a 20-inch bar, but I put a 22-inch bar on it. Now, it good for a little bit larger log, but I didn't benefit much by doing that. I had a little bit of a, when you instead of cutting straight over time, it would kind of want to cut a little crooked. When I worked it very hard in the big log. So I think I would stay with the 20-inch. That's what it was rated for. Now, when you start running these saws, this one here, at the beginning seemed to have lots of power. It just had a deep throat in it, and it would just run through anything you could put it in. This one's the same way today. It has a lot of throat. It's got a deep throat in it, and it just seemed like it's got a lot of power, a lot of torque when you throttle it up. This one did the same thing when I first got it. Keep in mind, I've cut I don't know how many logs with this one, so it's already got most of the use out of it, but it's still running fine. I can't condemn either one, but to give you a little insight on them, both of these saws have basically the same thing. If you look at the side of this one here, the setup is pretty much the same. On the back, you got the on and off switch. You got your choke. There's no primer bulb on this one, and there's no lock button here to lock the throttle. It's got a release here so you can throttle it up, but no lock button. On this side here, it's going to be a little upside down. Of course, you got your fuel. Let me drop the camera a little bit here. There we go. Sorry about that. You got your fuel and your oiler with a chain. The bottom of them are very similar. Again, keep in mind that I put a 22-inch bar on here. It came with a 20-inch bar. It's got the safety, same thing. And it's got your air filter underneath here. Just unscrew this and your air filter's inside. I've only had to replace it one time. Now, as far as starting it, it's pretty easy. Up for the on. Choke it a little bit. Oh, take choke off. I've never done anything to this saw here besides put chains and one bar on it. You hear it doesn't have a deep throat like it used to, so it's showing its age. But overall, on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the highest, I'd have to give this saw an 8.5 exactly for what you paid for it and all the use I've gotten out of it. I can't condemn this. I'd run it up against a Stihl saw any day. I can't say it's better. I don't think there's any saw out there better than Stihl. It's just what you can afford for your budget at the time. Now on to the Expo series with a 20-inch bar. Same thing. It's got the air filter housing up on the top, 20-inch bar, 20-inch chain. It's got the guard right here. This side, same, pretty much the same as the other. There's not a lot of difference in it. On the back, you got the choke, on and off switch. You got a lock button right here, if I can get it for you, to lock your throttle. And you also have a primer bowl on this one. Now, the Extreme didn't have that. I don't know. I guess they try to clone these after a Stihl saw. And they did a pretty good job, actually. Now, onto this side, same thing, oil and gas mixture. And let me back up there, oil and gas mixture, chain oil, and the pull. It doesn't have any kind of relief button for compression, but time will tell if this saw is going to do the job. I don't think it's going to be a Stihl or anything like that, but it'll do the job I probably need it to do. Scale of 1 to 10, we can't rate it yet. We haven't used it. It's brand new. But we will put out the results of what comes out of it probably within the next 3 to 4 weeks to see if we can compare it to any of the other saws we've got or that we have used here. Now let's see if she'll start. I'm going to prime it one time, put the choke on. Listen to the difference in the way the saw sounds. It sounds more like a saw with steroids or something bad, and it's got a lot of torque when you throttle it up. I imagine all of them have that, but let's see what happens. Let me see if we get it cranked up. Take the choke off. As you saw, this little saw here, I wasn't picking up on it. When I throttled up on it, it was kicking up. So this is, I think, is a 62cc. The other saw that I previously showed you, the Extreme Power, is a 52cc. So 10cc's difference seems to make quite a bit of difference at this time. Now we'll find out when we start cutting with it. But as far as design, weight, there's not much difference in the weight. Maybe 2 pounds. I think the Extreme's just a little bit lighter than this one. For getting a bunch of plastic, get a chainsaw to try to make it light, I'd have to give this one, without using it, probably a 6 or 7 right now. I do like the horsepower that it has, the bigger cc motor. Time will tell if that's going to make any difference, because we do cut a lot of logs out here. We got a homemade sawmill. We slab out a lot of wood. So, hey, watch our other videos, guys. We use these to process the wood that we process on the homemade sawmill called Big Bertha, and we're in the process of building a new sawmill, a small one called Baby Godzilla. But yeah, guys, this saw, brand new, purchased last week online, was $98. I'll put some links in the description below so you can see where I purchased this one from. Like I said, this one here, the Extreme Power, was purchased 2.5 years ago online, and I want to say it was $105 at the time. I'll try to put you some links in the description below as to where you can find these if you're interested in purchasing one. But yeah, guys, give me some time, and what we'll do is we'll actually get you some videos together when we're sawing with these things and show you how they perform out there in the real world. I know this video here is just covering the saws themselves and starting them up and checking them out and seeing how they run and the options they have on them. But stay tuned for other videos. We'll put you out a few more here in the next couple of weeks. We're going to be setting up that new sawmill pretty soon, and once we do, we'll get you some videos on that, on some of them beautiful little slabs we're going to be cutting. We're going to be cutting some black walnut, some post oak, some mesquite, and a bunch of other types of woods. Hope we've give you a little help here on what to do when you need a saw like that. And I see my nightmare back there coming up in the back of the picture. Usually she's over here barking and raising all kinds of cane. But we have 5 shelter dogs here, and they're really like our kids, so they get treated probably better than I do when it comes to sitting at that dinner table. You know, they get that fancy dog food, and I eat that eggs and bacon and tortillas out here. But we're out here in the backwoods of East Texas in big old piney woods close to the big thicket forest and stuff like that. But guys, stay tuned. Hit the like, subscribe button if we helped you in any form or fashion. We need all the help we can get out here in this big world against these corporate enterprises. Thanks for watching. And of course, one of my shelter dogs, old Ebony, she's I guess she's rooting out that old mold back there. Boy, she's like a little dozer, man. She can dig through anything with them paws. She's just going to town. Normally she's making a lot of noise and barking. I don't need a tractor around here, but got one, but she does a good job of digging herself. Just some of the logs we cut with those old saws. Well, say with those saws. The old Extreme, we cut all those logs with it. And they're sitting there ready to be processed on the old homemade sawmill. We got a lot of videos of that too. We got some pine out there. We got some post oak. We got some red oak. A couple of live oak, which you don't really like messing with too much. And then of course over here, got some pretty nice black walnut. Let me get to it here without shaking y'all to death. I don't want to get dizzy like y'all. Yeah, there's some black walnut we took down a week ago. Can't wait to run that through the sawmill and see what happens. But back to the video on the chainsaw reviews.